Hi, I'm Vince Molinari, and welcome to FinTech TV. We're broadcasting today from the OurCrowd Global Investor Summit here in Jerusalem, Israel. And I'd like to welcome Dr. Tammy Meiron, the CTO of Fresh Start Food Tech Incubator. I wanted to get that all in there. That was a mouthful for me, Doctor. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So maybe you could start out, tell us a little bit about incubation, about Fresh Start itself.
So we are a food tech incubator. We were incepted in 2020, right into the COVID period. We intend to incept and support at least 40 startups aiming to address the most burning issues in the global food industry. Currently, we have 10 portfolio companies. 2 more companies are about to enter, but I'm not allowed to talk about them.
You can't give me a sneak peek.
Breaking through technologies, but nothing else. So practically what an incubation means is that we are investment body. We invest in a very early stage. Some of our portfolio companies are arriving from the academy. The Israeli academia is very strong and solid. A lot of breaking through technologies arriving from there. So if the academic researcher has a very strong concept, even with a validation of his science, backed by solid science, we can incept a company. And what we are doing, we are experts in building the companies, and for at least 2 years, between 2 to 3 years, we are mentoring them, both on technological manner and business-wise. Our team is actually incubating them. We're becoming their partners and facilitate them to the next stage to bring them lubricate to the next investment level.
So a very important phase where you're not only doing, as you said, seed, pre-seed, but you're taking, seems like intellectual property from academia and bringing it to life after they put in all that great work.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So I think you mentioned earlier, you have some major partners in.
Yeah, we have 4 equal partners. One of them is OurCrowd. The other venture capital is Finister Venture, also a global VC, and 2 Israeli players, Nuva, which is the biggest Israeli food company, and Tempo, which is a leading Israeli beverage company.
Keeping very good company.
Very good company.
That's excellent. So talk to me a little bit, some of the biggest challenges that's happening around the world that you're solving for.
So everybody's talking today about the global warming issue, the increasing world population, and so on and so forth. We're actually trying to assist in accelerating the adaptation of new technologies into the food tech arena in order to facilitate next generation of food ingredients and also food sources and technologies such as cultivated meat, such as precise fermentation, which is also an adaptation from the biotech world. We are also addressing new ingredients in terms of more healthy ingredients, sugar reduction, personalized nutrition, all the big issues that are being dealt outside in the world.
I think that we certainly need help with everywhere.
Yeah.
So I know you couldn't tell me your newest 2 additions, but maybe you can mention some of the other holdings.
Okay, so I will call them by their names and try to give in a nutshell speech. Blue Tree, they are actually reducing selectively and physically sugar from fluids. We start with orange juice. This is the main issue. Sugar consumption is one of the bad ingredients in nowadays nutrition. The second portfolio company, Pigmentium, their field of interest is called molecular farming. You actually take the plants and give them a boost to be able to produce more ingredients for the food industry in a more sustainable way, in a more efficient way, where you can actually produce milk proteins, for instance, in a plant, in a high efficiency. Yeah, this is amazing. So imagine that you will have a fluid that will replace milk and bring you the next raw material to create dairy products. For
A
instance,
lot for me to get my head around.
yeah, you do. The third company called Profuse is actually a bioconversion company. It's based on 6 years of research at the Weizmann Institute. This lab is leading lab on a global level in cell regeneration of heart cells, and they actually have a methodology, an ingredient that you add to the growing media of cultivated meat to accelerate and to improve the efficiency level of creating the new meat. Okay, Bountica. Bountica, they are actually producing our next generation of biopreservatives. Most of our food products include preservatives in order to accomplish a certain shelf life. It is a known fact that most of the preservatives are unhealthy. In terms of public health, you want to add those unhealthy preservatives and prevent people from dying eating food.
That's a good idea.
So the next generation of preservatives, what Bountica is developing, is actually small peptide, small protein that will increase the shelf life and protect and preserve the food, and then it will be digested as a protein. We have Sweet Balance, also assisting in reducing sugar. You can reduce sugar without compromising on the eating experience. One of the gaps that this industry has to close is the fact that we know that sugar is unhealthy, but still 90% of the sugar of the sweeteners in the food industry are based on sugars because the taste.
We like it.
Yeah. So Sweet Balance is bringing solution to that. We have Sea-to-Cell, cultivated fish. This is also, they made a breaking through progress, but I'm not sure that I can talk about it.
Oh, you're teasing me again.
This is my way. Alteco. Alteco are actually, it's like a Shazam. They are assisting in management of electricity and energy, and they can reduce up to 30% of the utilization of electricity during production based on AI and machine learning. They're also doing very good and they have successful pilots already. We have Medium Well taking care of the growing media and recycling it in order to reduce the cost again. It's one of the gaps that we have to close. And our last company is Made Right. They are developing the new generation of plastic, bioplastic, which you don't have to recycle, you don't have to put in compost, you just throw it away and it is fully biodegradable. It's exciting.
We need that yesterday.
Stay tuned.
Well, amazing. So much here, Doctor. I'll have to have you back again so you can give us some updates and share your next two that are coming on board.
Let's meet next year.
We'll be back. It's a pleasure having you, Doctor. Thank you.